Tommy Starr hanging out with you on your Monday. Coming up with Just a Bit, kids, we're going to do some home cooking. We're going to play some local music today, and then we have a very interesting, fascinating guest. I think you will dig that. I will tell you that, right about now, you may want to put your elbow pads, your headbands and stuff on, because it will kind of work with what we're going to be talking about. Let's just say wrestling. Yes, believe it or not, we're going to be talking about wrestling on Home Cooking today. Well, the Great Classic Rock, D93, Tommy Starr hanging out with you on Home Cooking, and I'm going to let you tell everybody what we just played. First, introduce yourself.
Hey now, everybody, it is Josh Davis here, and you were just listening to Screamin' Delta Demon by Opossum Holler.
That's right. And we're going to play another tune by those guys in just a bit, because you said you wanted to hear those guys today during your home cooking visit.
That is right. They are one of the best live acts going today.
That's right. So Josh Davis.
That is correct.
You are here today. Well, first, they may know that name because, a year or so ago, you were in Rolling Stone magazine.
I was.
In the newspaper.
Oh, yeah, cover of the Daily News.
Tell everybody let's just rehash that a little bit.
Well, myself along with three of my other friends, we won a Budweiser national contest. It was Band of Buds, and the journey started here in Bowling Green and took us to Memphis, and then all the way to Las Vegas, where we won. It was like the newlywed game, and we knew the most about one another, so we won $100,000 and a spread in Rolling Stone magazine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, didn't you, jump off a tower in Vegas or something?
Yes, to kick off the festivities, each person from the group had to jump off the stratosphere, which, doing a little research on, the stratosphere is the largest land structure in the northern hemisphere.
You mean tallest?
Tallest, largest, okay. You know what I mean.
Sure.
But, I jumped 855 feet free-falling, just like Tom Petty.
I think there was there's video footage of that, right?
There is. It's on our YouTube channel at Team America BGKY. I knew, we were recording, we had a camera on my hand, so I knew I had to do something, so I sang the Star Spangled Banner the whole way down. God bless America.
That's right. Now you're back today because, Josh, you are an interesting fellow.
Yes, some people would say that.
Yes, and we understand that a little before the Band of Buds thing, you did some backyard wrestling. Don't say anything. And we do not encourage anyone to do anything like this because you could possibly hurt yourself. It is not the views of... Anyway. Please don't do this. We're just letting you know about something cool. So please don't do anything crazy. Don't jump out of trees onto a mattress, right, Josh?
Yeah, they don't give so much padding.
That's right. Well, we could go into some stories that Josh and I were talking about off the air, some horror stories, but we won't. Maybe we should to scare the bejesus out of them.
Maybe.
But just don't do this stuff. So anyway, before the Band of Buds, you had...
Well, I was a backyard wrestler. I am not ashamed to admit it.
Yeah. Yes. That's the first step, Josh.
Yes, the acceptance and, yeah. Anyway, so me and my friends, we were a bunch of bored high school students, and we wanted to put on a show at the talent show at Warren Central High School, and so our idea was to do some wrestling for the talent show because, what's more dramatic than wrestling?
Now, let's explain this because we talked about this off air. You guys were really wanting to do this. You were looking for the storyline they do in wrestling.
Yeah, they have
not really the physical. It was there was a little bit of the physical,
of course, but we're not one of those best of backyard wrestling infomercial type things where they're hitting each other with barbed wire baseball bats. That was not our thing. Never was. I'm too pretty to scar up this face.
And we do not encourage any behavior like that. Go ahead.
No. So we tried out for the Warren Central Dragonfire talent show. And
did you say Dragonfire?
Dragonfire. That was the name of the talent show.
I like that. That sounds cool. Yeah.
So we tried out. It did not go so well, and we were not asked to be in the talent show. So we thought, well, maybe if we make a videotape, we could show the drama director that we knew what we were doing. We had characters. We were going to put on a good show. So we put on a tape. It was just me and my buddy Ryan in his backyard. We did about 4 or 5 matches each, and we gave the teacher back the tape, and she still did not let us in the talent show.
Okay. So you guys decided to...
we decided to wrestle anyway. And so we jumped around a few places from backyard to backyard until we found a permanent home in my parents' backyard. Thank you, Jim and Carol, for letting us do that for so long. And
you were on TV.
Oh, yeah. So little ways into it, we decided, hey, we need to share all this great footage with everybody in the county. So we went down to Insight Communications, and they let us on. Mostly, I think, because the producer down there liked us. He was a real cool guy. So, the evolution, we started off just showing our wrestling, but then it turned into, like, we would do the hosting from down in the studio, and it looked real professional and really good. But it was still bad backyard wrestling.
Yes.
But we got quite the following here in Bowling Green in Warren County. You may remember us. We were on Channel 2 in between the Home Shopping Network.
What was the show called?
It was called EWA on Public Access Channel 2, Extreme Wrestling Alliance.
Extreme Wrestling Alliance.
Oh, yeah. It sounds real professional, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Oh, yeah.
And again, it was mostly for storyline.
Mostly just us giving promos and telling each other we sucked.
Oh, that's great. So interviews and such as that.
Interviews, promos. Part of wrestling is the promos. You can't... That's where all the character and everything's built, and that's what we were trying to get across, trying to be funny. So we were on TV.
Who's your character?
I had several different characters.
Oh.
My main one was, his name was the King of Hardcore, Josh Davis. Kind of like Cactus Jack.
That's your real name, so that it really didn't
it fit
really
in
hiding
well.
anything.
But then I pretended to be a Canadian. My name was Daniel LaFontaine. Yeah, I knew what it was all about.
Do they talk real deep like that? I've been to Canada. I didn't hear a lot of deep talking.
He sounded like Romy from Romy
One dude
and Michelle.
got really mad that I wasn't into hockey and almost got beat up. That's a true story. I was like, oh, gosh, please. But anyway, go ahead.
I also was a part of the World Tag Team Champions. I was Hot Boy Marty Benson of the Benson
that's a
Brothers.
good name. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we wore little orange spandex
We don't
shorts.
need to get into
Anyway,
we don't need to get into all that. So
Anyway,
so you did that for a couple years. It was all well, and then it went belly up.
It went belly up
Yes.
shortly after we were on TV, and our powers were really going. Well, sort of creative differences started in amongst the wrestlers. Some
Yes.
people really wanted to try to wrestle well. Some people wanted to just act goofy.
Yeah.
Which I was part of that camp.
Yes.
And I was in control of the television show, so the TV show got a little goofier and goofier, a little more out there, less to do with wrestling, and that caused some of the guys to quit.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
it's like the Clash or the Beatles. They all break up after a while.
But you've been going through the archives.
That is right.
And tell everybody what you've done.
I have started making a documentary. It's called EWAbgky, The Rise and Fall. It's going to be released in series form, just as, a few chapter here, chapter there. I was going to try to put together a whole big, long documentary, but it was going to be like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So,
well, you may still do that. You never know.
You may never know.
So parts of it are up right now. People can look at it.
That is right. The first 3 chapters were put up this last Friday, I'm very happy to say, and they've already gotten a lot of views, a lot of positive support for it. So if you want, go on to YouTube and search EWAbgky, and you'll see something truly unique to Bowling Green. And it's a good story, I feel.
EWA.
BGKY.
EWAbgky. Okay.
There was already another EWA on YouTube,
Gotcha.
if you can imagine.
So go to YouTube, go up the top there, punch in EWAbgky, and there you guys are. And you've got a couple up there already, but you're going to be putting more up as the weeks and months go by.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And we got old episodes of the show. We have entire matches. We have promos. We have just little 10, 15-second long, just people falling and getting hurt. All the stuff that's perfect for YouTube. It is within the EWAbgky.
Now, real quick, because we got to go. Real quick, name a couple of folks we may recognize from, hey, wait a minute, isn't that guy, didn't he was with The Secret, and then I think he was Pizza Right
Well,
now.
there's a guy, his name's Max Schott. He's got a pointy hairdo. His name was... his name was Crazy Cooter. He was a member of the Jansen clan. There's Jason Coleman. He's the lead singer of Sergeant Handsome in the Whole Shebang. He's in a few of those videos.
Yeah.
And, whoever you may see, whoever out, and you'll say, "Oh wait, that guy is a superstar."
Yeah. Again, tell everybody where they can see it one more time.
EWAbgky on YouTube. Go there, people. It's a a fascinating tale.
Okay. All right. Well, Josh Davis, as always, thank you so much for stopping in today. You're a wild and crazy guy. I wonder about you sometimes.
Thank you, Tommy. Love being here.
I can only wonder what you're going to do next. There's no telling. All right. Let's get back to the rock and roll on Bowling Green's Classic Rock D93.